While there is a lot of interest in data science from upstream engineers and scientists, a significant hurdle to being able to use these tools is that relatively few people in our profession have recent experience coding. And even when they do, their experience is often very limited or in restrictive languages like VBA. This video is the first in a series that will be coming out over the next few weeks. In this video, we will be covering why our community of practice has chosen Python, how we will help you to learn to code for yourself, and what we will be covering in subsequent videos. So first, why have we chosen Python? There are hundreds of computer languages out there to choose from, but the truth is that no one language is the best for every situation. When it comes to data science, the two most popular languages by far are Python and R. But for the vast majority of people, it doesn't make much difference which you choose. Unless you're at the very cutting edge of research, there is very little to separate their capabilities. And when that happens, you can always take the code from one and use it in the other. One of the difficulties language learners have is that the advocates of the different languages you speak to or read about on the net tend to be quite passionate or even evangelical about which language is best. In the data science space, I have found that programmers with a computer science background tend to favour Python, whereas those with a mathematics or statistical background tend to gravitate towards R. It's largely personal preference. That said, to ensure that we don't spread ourselves too thin as a voluntary community of practice, we've had to make a decision on what language to use, and that decision is Python. Overall, Python is an excellent first choice for engineers and scientists in upstream. The main reason is because it is a comprehensive language used by professional developers around the world. It is already the world's most popular programming language, and some engineers in upstream are already using it to create scripts and build simulation decks. For this reason, there is a good chance that there is already somebody in your department who can help you learn, and there are also an abundant number of online resources to leverage. The second reason we've chosen Python is a relatively simple fact. It's an easy language to learn and to understand, so you're more likely to make progress early and see that your efforts are worthwhile. Python's syntax is more readable and compact than many other languages, and is also more similar to the VBA code that you may have probably already seen from time to time in your department than a language, say, such as R. And of course, if along the way you happen to fall in love with another language like R or C or Julia, it's always easy to learn your second language, as many of the programming concepts and design decisions are transferable to other languages. So now we'll talk about learning to code. I think that one of the reasons that so few engineers are competent programmers is because of the barriers that prevent people from writing useful code early when they start learning. The common advice is to do an online course, read complete books, or even go back to university, as I did. But the problem with this approach is that it puts the rewards for doing this far away from the pressing needs you have right now with your work. Putting all the benefits far down the track means that most people never finish. And importantly, if the rewards are indeed far away, it's very hard to justify to your boss you should be able to learn to code in your regular work time. The approach we're taking with our community of practice is instead to learn by doing. While we have to do a little bit of preparation at the very beginning of these videos, our goal is to have running code on our community members' computers as soon as we possibly can. In these videos, we will teach you the essentials of getting started with Python, but beyond this, we'll stop teaching specific skills. Instead, we'll just teach our members how to improve their own coding themselves, incrementally by teaching them how to learn what they need when they realize that they don't know enough. If you want to learn to program in Python generically, there are lots of good websites and courses available on the internet. But what we're doing here is different. Everything we present in these videos will relate to the common things that engineers and scientists in upstream need to get started in Python. Over the next series of videos, I'll be running through how to install Python on your computer, essential programming concepts, how to design and prepare what you want to write before you begin, writing and running your first program, how to store data in your computer's memory in a table similar to how an Excel worksheet works, how to import data from text files like CSVs, databases, and web services. And then finally, I'll cover how to share your code with the other community members so that you can contribute and build on it and extend it.